for my co-host for the evening. She is absolutely funny and hilarious. Please make a lot of noise for the fabulous Miss Robbie Turner!
What's your name, boy? That sounded like slavery to me. Boy, go get my whip. No, oh, I'll take your money. What's your name? Richard. That's very American. Now, Richard, when I see you later in the show, if you've wiped that hot tomato lipstick off, I'm gonna fuck you. And not in that hot way, but in the like, I'm gonna push you down the stairs and actually beat you with my stiletto. So, don't do this. Keep your hand away, and if that girl wipes it off, she's dead. Alright? Richard, you got this? Are you sure? Richard, what's your last name? Are you trustworthy? What's your last name? Roe? Vo. Oh, that's fun. I love a good V, don't you? Uno dos. Alright. Alright, now what's your name? Kayla. That's very 1986. 84. you're a good girl. Or not. Really, I played with Barbies too. Surprise. Surprise. I have a sister. She's a bitch. And, I should have said to stop re-recording that part, because she'll see that on YouTube later. Anyway, she's a bitch. And we used to play with Barbies because we lived on a fucking farm and there were no girls anywhere. And my parents were like, you know what? Stacy, her name's Stacy, I kid you not. Malibu. There were no little girls. My parents were like, you have to play with Stacy any game she wants to play. And I was always like, fuck. Dressed like this, as a 6-year-old. I was like, shit. And she's like, I was like, Stacy, what games do you want to play? And she's like, Barbies. And I was like, okay. But then, I don't know if any of you had this problem. You had more than one Barbie. You had more than 2 Barbies. You had more than a dozen Barbies. Am I right? We all live in America. We like excess. It's ridiculous. And then guess what? You've got favorite Barbie. So that's the Barbie you're gonna play with. Right, Michaela? I didn't get to play with favorite Barbie. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Because I actually don't like Barbie. I like Wedding Day Midge. Yeah, her friend, her redhead friend that looked like Julianne Moore with bigger breasts. The point is, Midge is the shit. And I remember having this is a total rant, because I was talking to my sister before I came here, and I was like, do you remember that time? You don't play with your fucking Barbies all the time, you ruined my life? I had to become a drag queen? Laugh, if you want. Anyway, the point is, I remember having this awful argument with my bitch sister. She's like, we're gonna play Barbies, and then we're gonna have Barbie party, and it's gonna be a surprise for Barbie, and so all the Barbies are gonna be there. She had like 80,000 Barbies in the Barbie Dream Castle, or whatever, with the elevator that Barbie literally got in, and you pulled a string, and she was on the 2nd floor, and that's it. It was stupid. And so, all of the Barbies are like crowded in, like you're inside of Neighbors, and you're like, I really don't want to be touching the person that's next to me. You know it's true, Michaela. You're going there later, I'm sure. The point is, all the Barbies are sitting there like, oh, and then favorite Barbie walks in. But guess what? Favorite Barbie turns and is like, oh, hey, Barbie. My sister used to point at the ones that were talking, drove me crazy. She's like, oh, hey, Barbie. And I turned every fucking Barbie's head. And I was like, hey, this is stupid, they're all named Barbie. And she's like, are you doing that? And I was like, how many people do you know that are named Barbie? How many? Probably 1. If you know anyone. You know 2 Barbies? Who the fuck are you? You have to move. You can't sit in the 2nd row if you know anyone named Barbie. The point is that we ended up sitting there changing all their names. And now I call my friends these names, which is hilarious because it's not their names, you know? And I'm like, these were really good names. Like, Wedding Day Midge. That's gonna be you tonight, okay? Because Michaela over there is gonna be Malibu Barbie. Yeah. You've got a tan, you've got this nice, it matches my lipstick. Look at this, you don't mind. Same color, same. Actually, we were together earlier, and that's actually my lipstick on her toes. So, before shows, I like to suck toes. You think about that. Fuck off, I can't show you my toes. They're in so many layers of tights. I'm literally a Barbie right now. Some guy said he was gonna fuck me, and I got so mad, this is a couple weeks ago, and he's like, I'm gonna rip through your tights. And I was like, do you know how expensive these tights are? It's expensive. You don't just have sex when you're in drag. Things wipe up, i.e. your toes. Think about that. Michaela, 86, 84, whatever the fuck. What's your husband's name? Future husband. Shane. That's a good name to scream. I know, but I've seen movies. Have you screamed it before? Michaela, is this your bridal party? Are they all gonna be wearing crotchless panties or no panties at your wedding? Well, tell Shane if he even looks at another crotch, I'm coming to your wedding. And I'm gonna wear a wedding dress too. So if he suddenly thinks I'm Michaela, don't think that I won't be screaming Shane, okay? You think about that. Is he hot? I just have to picture it in my head. Yeah. Yeah.